Hi guys, good evening all. In yesterday's session, we were discussed about the generative AI, and we have seen the some of the application of data science and AI application and generative AI application. And actually today we must have to give one project on generative AI, but I got some feedback from students, sir, without knowing some basic things also directly explain the project, it will be difficult for us to understand. So can you explain me the SQL onwards? So hence we started about the SQL guys. But guys, one thing before we are starting about SQL, one thing I will tell to everyone. SQL is a fundamental language. If you want to be a data analyst, if you want to be data scientist or a data engineer or a generative AI specialist, SQL is a concept which is really helpful. Without SQL, you are nothing. And SQL is like when you start your career as a kid, what do you learn first? Definitely you learn about ABCD, right? So here similarly, we learn about SQL. So, so for business analytics or data science or data analytics or everything. So SQL is mandatory. So first of all, what is the full form of SQL, guys? What is the full form of SQL? Anyone tell me? What is the full form of
Structure
SQL?
query language.
Structured query language.
Language.
What do you mean by structured? Let's understand one by one. Structured. Structured means it is a kind of table format data, right? It is a kind of table format data, right? So what do you mean by table? Simple to say combination of rows and columns. Simple to say combination of rows and columns. So to connect with the table, so to extract the information from a table, extract information from table, we need some language. How do you communicate with a table, or how do you communicate with the data? So hey data, give me this information. Will it give us? Definitely no. Definitely no. There should be some programming language to extract the information from a table or a database. We use a programming or a query language that is called SQL. Let's understand with some example so that we are very good at SQL. So in agendas, for in entire agenda, maybe today's agenda, tomorrow's agenda, the entire agenda is what is SQL? What is the history of SQL? Why SQL is so important? Why SQL is so important? So what are the popular databases we have? Why do we choose MySQL DB? And how do you install the MySQL DB? These are the things we are going to cover. Maybe all things may not able to cover in today's session. At least we will cover few things in today's session. Right. Okay. Who is he? Who is he?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin Tendulkar. Anyone else? Are is Sachin?
He's a great cricket player. God of
He's a
cricket.
great, he's a great cricket player. And what else?
God of cricket.
God of cricket. God of cricket or master. We call him as a
Little
master.
master. Yes, yes, sir. Little
Yes,
master.
we call as a little master. And for many youngsters, he is a role model, right? By entire looking, so whenever he's playing, we always use a term called Sachin, Sachin, Sachin. Entire stadium, we heard a term or voice, the term called Sachin, Sachin. Okay, that is also not required for. So what do you observe from the entire screen? What do you observe from this entire screen? Come on, can you spend 1 or 2 minutes? What do you observe from entire screen?
Statistics.
What statistics?
Player
Come on.
statistics. Batting and bowling.
What else?
Table. Data in a table format.
Data in a table format. What else? What else?
Sorted data.
Sorted data. What else? Come on. Look into the entire screen and tell me. Nothing is hurry. Take your own time. Take your own time. What else? Come on.
We have a different format of the records like test one day, 20 and IPL. So batting and the bowling of the data also it is in the table.
Yeah. Okay. So let me explain you. Can you please keep the mic in mute, please? Okay. By looking entire data, I observed few things. If I'll take the left side information, if I take the left side information, what information it is?
Now your
First
data.
few. So first few information like height, birthplace, born, and gender and everything. This information is a kind of personal information, right? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And in the right side, he has played as he has done two things, both batting and bowling. He has played Test ODI, T20, IPL. And if you look into that, all the information you can see. So what is the something, what is something which you feel some of the things which you cannot, people cannot able to break? For example, look into the number of matches he's played in test. Is it possible to break anyone? Is it possible to break? Is it possible to break? Have you anyone played 200 test matches in this world? Any
No, sir.
idea? No.
No, sir.
So no, but this is the information. And look into here. Some of the figures, maybe the total scores in the test match, total score in ODI, some of things, maybe right. Some of things, few things, so few things cannot able to break. So what we're trying to do by looking at the data, always remember, guys, always remember, always very, very important. Always try to get hidden patterns of a data. Always try to get hidden patterns of a data. And also is giving the information how long he has played the cricket, when he has played the last test match, how many years played. So he has started 1989, 2013 is the last match. Almost 24 years he has played the match. So the total
Timeline.
tenure, sorry, please.
I'm just saying that timeline.
Yeah. So we can say it is a kind of tenure. This information nowhere is mentioned as. However, we are able to extract it from the given information. So whenever you have a data by using SQL, we always need to identify the hidden patterns of a data, which is directly not available in the given data. By using some factors, we need to extract. Now, in everyone's mind, there is a question is that how do we extract this information? What all things do we require to extract this information? Am I right, Bhavita? Am I right, Anant? Am I right, Rakesh Reddy? Am I right, Nahid? Ramesh? Yamini?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's understand with a
Yes, sir.
few. Yeah, let's understand with a few examples. So let's say, what is this guys on your screen? What is this? What is the name you can
Facebook.
see? Facebook. Can you let me ask a question? When Facebook was introduced first time, year. I'm asking about year. Year. Any guess?
2003, 2004 maybe.
Somewhere like 2004. The answer is 2004. What about YouTube?
2008, I think.
2005. Twitter 6. WhatsApp 9. PhonePe 18. Right. PhonePe 8. Now you may ask a question, sir. Why do we need all this information? Why are you talking about the uh why are you talking about the all this information to us? Okay. Let me ask you one question. I need an honest answer, guys. How much time do you spend in a Facebook in a day? How much time do you spend in YouTube in a day? How much time do you spend in WhatsApp? How much time do you spend in Twitter in a day? Any guess? Any idea? Give me some rough idea. No need to be exact. Any idea? How much time do you spend? How much time do you spend in
Couple of
Facebook?
hours maybe.
Example, couple of hours means tell me some number. Come on, guys, respond, please.
Uh,
Come on.
thr- Not for Facebook, sir, but YouTube, 2 hours maybe.
Any
2 hours.
2 hours.
I,
Yeah.
I mean 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
What do you do in YouTube? Come on. What do you do in YouTube?
I don't know. Sometimes songs. Yeah.
Okay, songs.
Few videos about
Uh,
yeah, data
hmm.
science and all that.
Okay, very good. How much time do you spend to listen about the data science videos?
About like half an hour. That's all. The minimum.
Okay, that's really good, Amini. Now let me ask a question. So you might, let's say you mentioned one of the point is music. Am I right?
Yes.
Most likely you may, let me give just example I'm giving. You may like melody songs. So when you are watching the melody songs, automatically YouTube will recommend you another set of melody, right? For example, A.R. Rahman is one of the guy who does melody. And another, can you tell me one more? Um, Manish Sharma.
Ilayaraja.
Raja. Very good. Raja. I could not able to find his name. Yeah, Raja. Raja is another guy who able to give you the melody songs. What YouTube does? YouTube is storing each and every activity has done by Amini or Prashant. Even Facebook also does. For example, let's take an example of Facebook. Prashant is a guy. He has spent in a day, let's say 2 hours is spent in a Facebook on 4th April or 3rd April 2024. In these 2 hours, he has seen 20 different people's profiles. He has seen more of reels. He has seen more of criminal activity rules or something. So where does all this information stores? Facebook. Does Facebook capture what your activity? Does YouTube capture your activity? Does Twitter capture your activity? Does WhatsApp capture your activity?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Right. Yes. Now, when when these platforms are capturing our activity, they must have to store somewhere our data, right? They must
Yes,
have
sir.
to store somewhere our data.
Yes, yes.
Where where does they store the data?
Cloud servers.
Cloud. Can
Yes,
I
sir.
say? Can I
Cloud.
say? Can I say it is a database? I don't know whether it is a
Yes.
physical database, whether it is a cloud. I don't know at this point. Can I say it is a database?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
For sure.
Database is a place where they can store the all the relevant information. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, first question. What do you mean by database? That is what our question. Do you agree with me, everyone? Any confusion, Ahid? Any doubt? Now, are you clear how I introduce a term called database? How I introduce a term called database, Hodai? Sunita, let's understand with an example. So, why do we need databases? So if we look into, we are living in a digital world. Every minute, every second, we are storing the data exponentially. So some of the platforms such as like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Amazon, Swiggy, WhatsApp, Twitter, every other platform are storing the data, and the storing the data at rapid level, exponentially they're storing the data. If you look into the data, by 2025, we are storing the data of annual size of global data sphere is 175 zettabyte. So by byte, bits, byte, right? Megabyte, MB, right? GB, MB, right? MB, right? Bits, byte, megabyte, gigabyte, petabyte, PB, etabyte, terabyte, and zettabyte. See, by 20, if you look into the way we are storing the data in 2010 to 25, the graph which is exponentially increased. The graph which is exponentially increased. Maybe it would have more the data. It would have more the data. This is what the expectation. But where do you store all this information, guys? As you look into the data, year on year, we are storing huge volume of data. Where do you store the data? Is it possible to store in? Where do you store the data? Definitely, we need to store the data in a database. Right? We need to store the database. For example, let me give a simple example. Do you have WhatsApp, everyone? Do you have WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Do you have any bank account?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone. So how frequently do you use PhonePe daily?
Regularly. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let's say you are stays in hotel. Maybe you are stay. Let's say you go to office or you go to institute or you go to college. At least you will have one cup of coffee or one cup of tea, or at least you might have one snack bite, right? So let's say when you have a cup of coffee, you need to pay the amount, right? Let's say every day you are doing the transactions. So April 1st you have done the transaction, April 2nd you have done the transaction, April 3rd you have done the transaction, April 4th. So day by day we need to store this, we need to update the information, right? Day by day need to update the information. Where do you update this information, guys? Bhairati, where do you update this information? Anant, Bhavita, where do you update this information?
Company internal servers.
That means simple to say, forget about the company. It is a database, right?
Yes. Yes.
It is a database, right? Agree? Yeah, simple. Yeah. Let me take an example. Everyone are using phone. Everyone are using phone, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Everyone are using
Yes, sir.
smartphone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. So in your phone, you have a gallery, photo gallery. Where does photo gallery stores? It is a kind of cloud. Whenever you're taking a new photos or whenever you click a new photo, every photo is going to be updated or will store in your gallery. Do you agree with me? Right? With a day wise,
Yes,
it will store or update. So update means adding new information to a database. That is what the mean. Store means storing the information. Here on a store the delete. Let's say in your gallery, some of the photos which is not required, which is a kind of duplicated photos. You may delete the duplicate records. For example, I have done a transaction 20 years ago. Do you think those information will be helpful to us? Let's say we have done a transaction when I was a kid to a bank. Now I'm working, I'm earning some good amount of money. My spending pattern is altogether entirely different now with 20 years back. Do I need to analyze 20 years back data to understand the spend pattern of a customer?
no need, sir.
Definitely no need. If it is unnecessary or unwanted data, what we will do? We delete the unwanted information of the one, right? Unwanted information of the data. Now, any questions? Any doubt, guys, so far? Any questions? Any doubt so far? Next, delete. Search. What do you mean with search? So in a database, whichever the information, I want to get the information. For example, we have a app, we have a CRM, customer relations student. So I want to get the Bhavita's details in the KSR. For Bhavita, which course has been enrolled? How much she has paid the fees? How many days she have attended, did not attend the classes? How many percent of she has completed? I want to understand all that information. There can be hundreds of students or thousands of students. Out of that, I want to extract only Bhavita's information. Simply, we can use search operation, searching. So whenever you have a database, in database, we can perform four different operations, such as store, update, delete, and search. Store, update, delete, and search. Guys, anyone doubt about these 4 points? Anything is not clear? Kindly let me know. I'll give 1 minute. Any questions? Be it a silly question also, kindly ask me. I can explain you.
Sir,
Go ahead, please.
sir, how is the, I mean, update and delete, how we fix the circumstance, how to update and delete, sir, for a certain user?
See, that is we can go in detail. We will perform when you start that thing. But we just
Yeah.
understand the things. What all things can be performed.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, let me ask a question. Okay. Okay. As per the what is database? As per the Wikipedia, Wikipedia, database is an organization collection of data generally stored and accessed electronically from a computer system. Simple. It is a organized collection of data. Simple. Database is a collection of tables. Simple to say. It is a collection of data. Okay. What I ask one question, guys, before I go there. Sir, when we delete WhatsApp chat after backup, again we got back the data again. How did it extract, sir? See, WhatsApp chat after backup. See, where do you store the backup? Backup you perform in some database, be it a cloud or anything. But you are deleting the information from your mobile local, not from your cloud or some other store or place. Hence, again, you are referring to that place, your cloud place, automatically will extract the information. Simple, easy to understand. This is the phone. Let's say this is the iPhone. iPhone is back into the iCloud. All the information, all the apps information like your contacts, your WhatsApp, right? Your messages, or your gallery photos. everything being stored into iCloud as and when required. iCloud is a kind of database. As and when required, we can extract the information from iCloud. For example, we deleted the WhatsApp app. It deletes only the information from your iPhone only, not from iCloud. Whenever you install the WhatsApp again, it will connect to the iCloud. Is there any previous data exist? If yes, automatically it download the iCloud WhatsApp information to iPhone. That's how it works. Makes sense, Mr. Vaday? Makes sense? Okay. So as per the Wikipedia, database means as per the Wikipedia, as per the as per the Wikipedia, so database is nothing but a collection of data. For example, let me give a simple example. Do you have mobile SIM? Anyone have a mobile SIM? Mobile SIM? SIM. Vandana, do you have SIM? Or anyone? Not only Vandana, anyone. Can someone
Yes, sir.
respond, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Which SIM are you using, Vandana?
Airtel, sir.
Airtel. Let me give an example. Airtel. Okay, if you go to Airtel store, hey manager, give me SIM. Will he give? Will they able to give you? No, right? Directly no, right?
Yeah.
What they will ask? They will ask you to fill the application, right? Yes or no? Guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever you fill the application, what information? They will capture your name, first name, full name. I mean, full name, everything, first name, last name, and everything. And the second thing they captures about your father name, your Aadhaar card number, your PAN card number, your proof, address proof, all the information they capture. So if everything looks okay, then they can. Okay, they are gathering application information. All the info. Let's say after 1 year, police came and asked about let's say Bhairedi Rakesh Reddy information. Will they able to give? Will they able to store? Will they able to give? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let's say they observed that something is wrong going on particular XYZ SIM number. So they will reach out. They will reach out to Airtel. Hey, can you provide me details about this phone number? Then they will give you all the details about Anant, Anant Aadhaar ID, Anant address, Anant full name, Anant first name, last name, photo, and each and every other information they capture. Do you agree?
Sir.
Yes, right, Ramu. Ramu, one more thing. Now there are the let's say 1 crore subscribers for Airtel. Is it possible to manually go and check paper of every customer information? Definitely no, right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely no. They need to store all this information into one table, right? Right. So let's say the table name is called application. The table is application, application, right? Application information. Second thing, you are using transactions. Let's say you are using postpaid. Every day you are using SMS. Let's say Ramu is a customer or Deepak is a customer. They are using postpaid. Every information, like how much bill they got generated, how much they have paid, right? Any due or how much data they've been used, how many SMS they've used, how many calls they have made, how many incoming calls they got, how many outgoing calls, how many SMS, every information we got. Transactional information. They can give some complaints also, complaints information, right? They can give some network information, billing information, some payment information of the customer. So all the table. So collection of table. So we are collecting all the information to get on place. That place is called all the place called database. Airtel database. The Airtel database, they stores information about collection of data. They store the application information, they store transactional, they store complaints, they store network information, they store billing information, they store payment information. They right collection of tables. Simple to say, database is nothing but collection of tables. Simple to say, collection of tables. Agree with me, guys? Collection of tables. So collecting the information and the data also stored in organized way, more efficient way, as and when required, we can able to capture. Stored all the information accessed electronically. Electronically is nothing but by writing some program, by applying some conditions, able to extract required information. For example, I need the customer's information who stays in Whitefield, Bangalore, and the age is greater than 50, and the bill amount is less than 500. Only those customers' information I required. Hence, I write a program I can target or I can hit the database we can extract or access the information dynamically. Now, any questions, any doubt about this point? Any questions, any doubt about this point? Right? So perfect. So why do we need database? Database can store, as we said, large number of records efficiently. Directly you can web interface means to a data. Easy and quick find the database. We can add and update the information. We can change the data regularly. Multiple time periods we can change. Share huge data set among many people. Let me explain one by one point. Let me explain one by one point. For example, Deepak, are you there, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me ask you one question.
Yes.
In a day, how many number of calls you can make? Give me some example.
30 to 35, I can tell.
30 to 35. In a month, as you mentioned, let's say 30 calls in a day. 1 month,
1 month it will be around
30 days, which is 900.
900 calls.
That means 900 outgoing calls information. In a year, into 12, almost 10,000 records, close to.
Yes.
So you are using some same SIM for 10 years, which is going to be 1 lakh records. So if I want to take only Deepak information, he can able to access, he can have the information of 10,000 records. Similarly, here in the class, we have 25 members. 25 into 10,000, how much information? Almost 2,50,000, right? Almost 2,50,000. Imagine we have, as we have a Airtel, 1 million subscribers or 1 crore subscriber, we can store huge volume of data. So database help us to store very large number of records. Does it make sense? Any doubt about this point? Any questions on this point?
No, sir.
Right. So, but you have a database. You must have to access the database, right? Right. You cannot sit into database, let's say in your hall. You cannot sit every time in your hall or your server room, go there and access the information. Definitely no. You can sit somewhere. Let's say your database is in USA, you sit in India, or you sit in Africa, everywhere you can access. In order to access, there should be an interface. The interface is called web interface. Web interface will help us to a quick and easy way to find the required information. From the database, I need only the information of the people who only gender is male. I need the information where gender is male and age is below 20 years. And the bill amount is more than 5,000 rupees in a month. I want this kind of information. How do you get? How do you get? How do you get? Right? So this information can be accessed easily through ability. As and when you required, so only 1 month. As and when you required, we can add the new data and edit the data. If some of the data which is not required, we can delete also. Data changes on regular basis. Monthly we can change, weekly we can change, right? If you want, whenever you want to change, we can share the huge information of the data to multiple people or many people as and when they require. Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right? So some properties of good database. Scalability. Scalability. What do you mean by scalability? Let me explain. Let me explain the 4 properties of the databases: scalability, security, governance, integrity, and elasticity. Let me ask you first question: scalability. How many people can able to access the database at a time? As per
Multiple.
you, multiple means 10 members.
It depends. There is a permit.
There is a permit. Like, let's say you designed your database can able to access. Let's say, have you ever attend the 12th standard? 12th standard, whenever you get a results announced, automatically whenever you hit the website, let's say 100 members hit the website, 10,000 members hits the website. Let's say 1 lakh people, 10 lakh people hit your website simultaneously. What happened? Will it work? Will it work? Definitely no. Your scalability, your database is able to work only for 500 members, let's say. How much is scalable? Is it, let's say, if I want to access tomorrow 500 to 5,000, does your database can able to support? Does your database supports? The scalability means how many people can able to access so that nothing will happen to your, it will not crash your database, right? Second thing, security and governance. So you are hitting the data, privacy and some security should be there. Some security should be there. No one can get breach your data. Governance, there should be some policy. What is the, if data is leaking, what kind of actions do you take? When you deploy some model, what kind of action do you take? Integrity.
Encryption.
Integrity. Integrity means whatever data is storing, does it have any authenticity? Does it have any evidences? Does it the data is transparent? Right? Elasticity means you can easily expand the database as and when required. That is what the meaning of elasticity. Any questions? Any doubt now so far? Okay. Types of data, relational database, different kind of NoSQL database. What is SQL? We will discuss in tomorrow class. So far, we discussed what is database and all the basic information we have discussed in today's class. Now, any questions, any doubts so far?